Hi, my name is Sahar Vasquez. I'm a stability leader and I live in Belize.
As I live with mental illness. When I was around 16, it really became more pronounced, and I was in high school at the time, and all of these weird things are happening to me. I felt dizzy all the time. I felt tired. I felt weak. I was fainting, and I was just so fatigued, and overall, so just this heaviness. There was this heavy sadness and anxiousness inside of me, and I didn't know what was wrong. I went to the doctor several times. There was no major physical ailment, and I found out this was all mental, and I was so embarrassed that I had this invisible illness, and like, how was I going to tell my friends? Were they going to think I was weak? And anyways, it came down to I couldn't go to school anymore in person. So I finished my senior year online, and I was really heartbroken because, we all want to be in school with our friends, go to prom and do all of those, I guess, fairy tale kinds of things. But my illness really stopped me, and I just fell into this deep depression, and I was living in this deep shame. And I was just on YouTube, and I stumbled across a video about a woman sharing her story of her battle with mental illness. And I guess I was inspired because she was so open about it, and she was telling so many people. And I was like, wow, and the people listening weren't judging her. It's an illness like any other physical illness. So that inspired me to share. And I think it's been quite a lovely journey because I've been really able to see how sharing helps other people that were like me to break out of that shame and realize that, there's nothing wrong with having a mental illness. It's not a death sentence. It's something very manageable, and millions of people live with it. So I'm proud to be living with my illness, and I'm even more proud to be helping people along the way. Being a part of a community like this Stability Network means a lot to me because it invokes a lot of inspiration because I see other people that are working and that have a mental illness, and some that are far more, more intense than what I'm dealing with. But, they're getting up and going to work, they're exercising, they're maintaining a normal lifestyle. And for me, on the days when I don't think that I can go to work or I can do anything, or I just feel like I am paralyzed by my feelings, it's hearing their stories, seeing what they've accomplished that really gets me out of bed and, pushes me to be the best version of myself and to be better than my illness. So it has been life-changing for me, and I'm extremely grateful to be a part of a network such as the Stability Network. Well, I'm a teacher, and I teach 6 to 7-year-olds, and we practice a lot of mindfulness. So over the years, I have started practicing mindfulness, and it's become very, very helpful for me. But with kids, you can't do long 4-minute sits. You have to do very short, like 1 minute, 2-minute sits. And there's some really fun ones that I have started using when I am in situations where I feel like it's too much or I just need to center myself. And there's this one they love to do called dragon breaths. So what you do is you breathe in the fire and then you let it out like a dragon. And so when I'm doing that, I feel when I'm breathing in, I just breathe in all the things that make me feel hot or angry or scared or sad. And then with all of my power, I just let it out. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm in Game of Thrones. So that makes it more fun for me. That is something I use. Dragon breaths and mindfulness overall. A good sit can really make a day so much better. So I highly recommend it. Message I'd want to send to anybody who is in a precarious spot with their illness at the moment is, help is just a conversation away. There's no shame in asking. It could be anybody, whether it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, friend, whoever it is. Just tell them, tell them how you're feeling, what's going on. And if they can't help you, they'll refer you to someone else. We're living in a time where mental illness is starting to become normalized. Therapy is starting to become popular. People know that, okay, if someone tells me they're not feeling well or they're having these issues, I can just tell them, okay, you can see a therapist and send them links or whatnot. So yeah, my message would be just talk to someone. Help again is a conversation away, and just know you're not alone. There's so many people that are living with mental illness and that are really thriving and daring greatly to define the limits and boundaries. So that would be my message.